Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, need to talk to y'all about something here. You're doing some unnecessary things, and you're looking like an idiot when you go about it. And I'm gonna break it down to you. When I was young, there was this guy. He was just stupid as fuck. And he came at me with some nonsense. And I got mad at him and I started arguing with some bit. And in doing so, okay, it drew the attention of my supervisor. It was work. And my supervisor pulled me aside and told me, I'll fire you quicker than I will him. He said, now I got paperwork in play to get rid of that fool. He said, but what you just did pisses me off more than anything. He said, when you got a fool out there and you start arguing with that fool, now there's two fools out there. He said, don't you ever do that again. You don't ever argue with a fool because it makes you a damn fool just as well. And that stuck with me all my life. When I run across a dumbass someday, if I wasn't gonna knock the fuck out of them, I just left them alone. Okay, I didn't argue with people. Okay, and I was pretty well known for that in my peer circle. Okay, that's some bitch ain't gonna argue with you. He's just gonna either knock the fuck out of you or just be done with you. And you guys, I am seeing on social media black women with multiple degrees, okay? Because you ain't gonna have a master's degree and not have qualified for associates and bachelors and all that. These sisters be having multiple degrees, and they walk in the convenience store, and I'm talking about the large chain convenience store, where the clerk is able to see on monitor every car that pull up in there, and they seeing this black woman get out of a BMW, a Lexus, okay, a Mercedes, and she's casually dressed or in a business attire, and she walks off into the establishment, and she's met with hostility from the clerk. And what do that have to do? Start arguing with her. Okay, now you got two damn fools going at it. Sister, that woman is a half generation out of the goddamn trailer park. She done spent her whole damn life being taught that she's better than you. Okay? And the proof ain't in the pudding, because you walking up in there with $80,000 to $100,000 automobile, okay, 6-figure job, degrees out the yin yang, and this heifer could barely get out of high school, okay, teeth missing, okay, poor dental hygiene. I'm 65, all my teeth. See, okay. They don't have all theirs. Okay. Broke down body. Look like the bitch got the rickets. And you gonna argue with her, calling her Karen. And when community Karen come at you, you do the same damn thing. She's seeing success at its highest point. And you gonna sit up there and lower yourself to her level. I had it happen to me. I was in, what is it, Fontanella, California, or whatever, Fontana, California. Anyway, out up in there, you know, along 105 here, I think it is. Anyway, I stopped into a travel plaza, and the white girl gonna give me trouble. Now, I'm pulled in with a brand new big Ford F-250. Okay, and money out the yin yang, talking like I'm talking now, and that heifer told me I didn't pay. Now it was owned by, this travel plaza was owned by an Arab family, and so the guy come out, the owner, he comes out, and he looks at me. Told him, I said, dude, I paid, you know, I paid at the pump. And I had other items that I wanted to buy, and she wouldn't ring them up. And he turned around and told her to ring it up. He did pay, whatever. I'm not gonna ring it up. I'm not gonna do that. And she's like, you know, and so I looked at him, I said, see, that's what you get from fucking your employees. I said, she talked to you that way. I said, I know you stick in that. And I said it right in front of her. That heifer got so mad, wanting to cuss and fuss. And I told her, I said, well, you know, I said, hon, I said, listen, I'm not going to worry with you. I said, you don't have to ring this up. I said, I know how much it is. I'm going to figure it up in my head. I'm going to leave the money on the counter, and I'm going to walk my ass up out of here. I said, because ain't no way I'm going to lower myself to trailer trash such as yourself. I said, you're beneath me. I said, when I go home and I hit that doormat, I'm going to wipe you off the bottom of my feet. And I did just what I promised to do, and I left. Of course, that chick got to throwing shit off in that doggone place. She was just throwing shit. I had left, and she's still throwing shit, and just went slap damn crazy, because, see, I hit the trigger, okay? I let her know she was beneath me. And see, you guys got to learn that goddamn trigger. Now, unfortunately, it works against black males, because when I look at the situation in Atlanta, that young boy, and you'll find out what I'm talking about, because see, there's so many, and I can't pinpoint them, but I could give you enough information where you could look it up and you'll see that I'm telling you something that you need to be wise to, because you're going to see the video of it when you research it. There's a young boy, he's caught sleeping in his car. He's sleeping in his car, they wake him up. They get him out of his car, he's standing out of his car now. And they're talking to him. See, they're trying to escalate shit, okay? And he's not giving it to them. He's telling them, hey, yeah, man, you know, sorry, I was, you know, just sleeping in my car. I'm pretty tired, you know, and it's been a rough night, that kind of thing. And they're still going on. Now, they done already got his information stuff. Now, they've crowded around him. You see 8 police officers, they all crowded around him. And they're looking at him, piercing eyes. And he's telling them his life story. Yeah, y'all, you know, I used to, you know, I've been in trouble. I've been caught up in that, been prison. He said, but I've changed my life now, and I've gone to school. I've become a better father. I'm doing it. And he's doing that. And them motherfuckers looked at him, and that boy knew right then they was getting ready to take him out. Fight or flight hit him. Because the cop took and thrust his taser into that boy's hand. And the boy backed up, and the taser was on him, and now they went for their guns, and he took off running. He's running. And he turns around, and as he turns around, well, he still has the taser in his hand. He's shot. Riddled with fear. Okay? That fight or flight is in him, and he's trying to fly. And they open up fire and kill him. Said, well, he had the taser. But when you look at the video, you see him take and thrust that taser into his hand. He didn't grab at anything. He just, like, out of shock, and realized that they had just forced that taser on him so that they could execute him. reason they did that, that son of a bitch let them know that he's better than them. See, I worked with some bitch right after O.J. Simpson. I'm gonna tell y'all about this because it's one of my finer points in life. Okay, I don't give a shit what anybody say when I tell the story. Now it's either true or untrue in your mind. O.J. Simpson had just gotten off. Okay, I'm planning on going to D.C. All right, making plans and stuff. And I had a nice cushy government job, and we would all work together. Well, these white guys, we had all these white guys. Now I'm in Missouri. And these white guys, all they ever talk about Veil Prophet, this and that the Veil Prophet is the founder of the Ku Klux Klan, in case you guys didn't know. And these black women that we worked with was all up on these white boys, pressing all up on them. At lunchtime, they going out giving white boys head jobs and shit. Now they married and got kids at home. And these white boys, they just all over them, okay? And us brothers had to witness this shit, right? Anyway, after the OJ trial, the verdict came down. We all was at work, went to work that day. We had to come in because we worked evenings, come in to work, and it was like stone quiet, okay? Shit was hot. Black folks was jubilant, and the white guys, those white guys were so goddamn angry. Them motherfuckers, man, they was like gritting their teeth and walking around like that, okay? And one white guy pissed me off. Don't ever do that, because see, you got, not only can I whoop an ass, okay, but I got enough up here, okay, that I can disarm you and slit your throat with this. And that's what I did with him. He sat next to me and started working. And I used that moment to talk that son of a bitch into taking his own goddamn life. I kid you guys not. It was this is days after OJ's, because OJ's was on a Monday, I think. And by this time, things had brewed up so much, it was just super tension. So it was Friday. And this son of a bitch started in with some stupid shit. And I just told him, I said, you know, I said, there's a difference between me and you. I said, you're a failure in your society. And I said, I'm a beacon of hope in mine. I said, we live in the same area. We lived in Hazelwood, Missouri. Okay, he had a nice house there. I had a nice house. We both had homes overlooking the airport, St. Louis airport. But the difference was, and I told him, I said, my kids' friends that live down in Kenlock, you know, in Florissant, they call me Mr. Robinson with high respect and high regard to me. I said, when I go to the school, it's hello, Mr. Robinson, hello. I said, they are just so into me. I said, they really look up to me. And I told him, I said, that's because they see me as a success story, as a positive image. I said, but you white, you born and raised in this country. I said, when I come out of school, I said, I couldn't get in elite colleges, even though I was smart enough. I said, my IQ, shit, north of 180. I said, but I couldn't go to no elite colleges. Yeah, I had bad grades, but they don't look at that when it comes to MITs and Yale and Harvard. They look at your potential. And I said, hey, they still wouldn't let me because I was black. I said, but you could have got into anywhere you wanted if you had my smarts. I said, but you white in white society and you're a failure. And I said, when one of you white guys, because the thing was about affirmative action that he was speaking on. I said, when it comes to affirmative action, I said, that means that you were passed over for a promotion because you was number 99. I said, because they take the top 98 and then they'll throw in a black, a Mexican, or an Asian or whatever. I say, but when they get that black or brown or whatever, I said, they get the cream of the damn crop. I said, but you're a failure in your own society because you couldn't measure up even against black. I said, so that black that beat you out, that means that there's 90-some white guys that's way better than you. And I said, so that's what affirmative action essentially says when you tell anybody that you didn't get a job because of affirmative action. I said, you was at the bottom of white society. And I said, you right now will never measure up to be nothing but a goddamn government employee. I said, you're nothing. I said, you are a nigger. And I said it just like that. And some bitch got so mad now he couldn't whoop my ass. And some bitch got so mad and everybody bust out and start laughing. Even the white women. Well, yeah, you are kind of telling the truth, but I wouldn't use that word. One woman said, she said, I wouldn't use that word. And that some bitch, y'all, he didn't say anything. He walked off the job. Now, we supposed to wait till we clock out. That somebody walked off the job. That Monday, when we came to work, Monday evening, 1 week. Now, this is 1 week after OJ trial. They said they found that son bitch in his garage, hanging. Do you know them black women at that job hated me so much that they never spoke to me again, called me a murderer, this and that? You did that. That was all you. You was just so militant stuff. You didn't have to say those things to him. I said, y'all giving me a badge of honor. Y'all blaming that on me. Understand something. That word, equality, they don't see themselves as equal. And unless you're armed as well as I am, you don't go throwing that shit around to them, reminding them that they are the failure. You don't go arguing with Karen. Karen has enough on her plate. She has to acknowledge the fact that this black woman got all these degrees, then went through all kind of hell, okay? Brought herself up from all kind of racial hostility and discriminations to achieve the level of income, okay, and education to be where she's at. She fought through something, and now you got Karen here, don't measure up in her own society, in a society that has been geared to place her above sister girl, Shanae and Keisha. Shanae and Keisha, y'all stop yelling and arguing and fighting with these folks. You look like two fools. Brothers, stop doing it. You look like two fools. Just remind them that I understand how you feel. You look at me and you see all this success, and all your life you've been taught that you're better than me and I'm beneath you, but yet you have to sit up and look at all this. I get it. I feel sorry for you. That should be the only damn thing come out of your mouth. Let that motherfucker know exactly what that situation really is. That situation isn't somebody being racist to you. Racist is a total different level. You're being prejudiced. Racist is a controlling aspect of racial disparity. If they're not at that, they're at the bottom. Okay? And you remind them they're at the bottom. Okay? Because the son bitch that's a half generation out of the trailer park feeding off the bottom, they're bottom feeders. And you let them know, you know, I've been a bottom feeder too. I was a carp and a catfish, but now, you know, only thing I do is eat the cream off the top. And I can tell you how to get there if you want to know. And you offer them that and then walk the fuck away. Okay? So keep that going forward. We're going someplace. And I need for you guys to put that in your mind, okay? That stop calling them the E word. Stop calling them something that they see as worse than any name you can ever call them. I love you. I am Nathan, and I am back quiet.